Well, here at Guv Fuller Field, a thrilling ending between Hyannis and Falmouth. In the end, the Harbor Hawks take the 5-2 victory over the Commodores for the Hyannis' first win here at Guv Fuller Field in over a year. Giovanni Culotta here with Max Schwartzberg. It's Hawk Talk after the game. And first, I caught up with Coach Karraker after the thrilling victory. There's Giovanni Culotta here with manager Mitch Karraker. Coach, you didn't win here at all last year. What's it like to get a win at Guv Fuller Field?
Oh man, it was good. This is a fun place to play. They do a really good job here, and any win is a good win.
And the way it ended was incredible with a sliding grab in left from Hayden Federico. What does that say about the effort your team put forth tonight?
Yeah, these guys play hard, right? That's kind of one of the reasons why we recruited all of them. They play the game the right way, and Hayden made an unbelievable play there to finish it.
You got some more first inning success. That's been a budding trend for you, Coach. What's fueling the first inning success for Hyannis?
Well, I think we're doing a good job of being aggressive in the box, right? We're getting good pitches to hit. We're not missing them, so that's been good. Our base running's been good. And I think 1 through 9, again, we had really good at-bats throughout the whole day.
And to bookend it, Coach, you ask your closer Ryan McKay for 5 outs, and he delivers it for you again. What's been working for him that's continually having you pick him as the guy to get you big outs?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get fazed by the moment, right? Summer ball, not summer ball. It's important to win, and these guys like to win, and he really loves being in that role. And so for him, it's, again, commanding the strike zone with multiple pitches. His stuff was really good tonight, so really happy for him.
Your team's now had a couple of games where it started out red hot, opponent starts to come back. What's this team got with the clutch gene? Because it seems to come out every night.
Yeah, I would have liked to get a few more runs, kind of throughout the game, but a win's a win, and I think our pitching staff was probably not as sharp tonight. Got a lot of free bases, but they made pitches when they had to, so that's a testament of a really good team.
What's the key to fixing up some of those free passes ahead of the weekend?
Yeah, I think just trust your stuff. I mean, I think they don't understand. Hitting's really, really hard, right? And I think sometimes they're trying to be a little too perfect. And so my message after the game was, hey, don't worry about it. Be aggressive in the strike zone and let our defense work a little bit. And you're going to get your strikeouts when you get your strikeouts. But let's not be timid and give them some free bases.
And they sure got that tonight, folks. Hyannis will take this momentum into tomorrow's return to McKeon Park against the Brewster Whitecaps. Now to Ava Fernandez with more.
Ava Fernandez here with Ryan McKay from Stanford. And Ryan, you came in at the bottom of the 8th and you had 3 strikeouts. What did that feeling kind of mean for you, and what was the pressure like?
The pressure's always up there when you come in those spots, but I think as a pitcher, those are the spots you ask for. And with the defense we've been playing, with the offensive support, it makes it a lot more comforting and just easy to focus on pitching and not necessarily the score and things like that.
Yeah, and your coaches and your teammates all believed in you for coming in at the end of that inning. What does it kind of mean for you to have that support like that?
Yeah, that's what it takes. Again, it's just one of those things in those spots. Sometimes the difference is the confidence the pitcher has when throwing a pitch. And so if your team can help you get to that point, then that's what it takes, and that's what they did.
Yeah, and coming in at the bottom of the inning when it's just coming in very tightly towards the end, what kind of did you really feel like was the best part about that?
I think, again, it's just the comforting nature. Like coming in bases loaded, 1 out, you can go for a ground ball, you can go for a strikeout. So you have some room for error. You don't want to hit a guy, you don't want to walk him, but you can try to throw hard, you can try to get it by him, and you can try to throw your off-speed stuff good down in the zone, maybe get a ground ball for a double play. So it's pressure, but 3-run lead, there isn't so much, and those are the spots you ask to get out of.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ava. And Max, the pitching tonight delivered another stellar performance for Hyannis to the tune of 12 strikeouts. Coming into the game, you knew how important the punch-out was going to be, given that these are the top 2 teams in the Cape League at striking batters out.
Well, I really look towards what the out pitch was tonight, Gio, and across the board, all the bullpen relievers, they had to find it throughout the night. It was a little bit tough at first, but guys by the likes of Ryan McKay really came down to the wire and found that out pitch to punch guys out.
McKay sure did. He comes in with the bases loaded in the 8th inning. Falmouth has the tying run aboard, the go-ahead run at the plate with Hyannis clinging to the lead, and he delivers another pair of strikeouts to get to the 9th. What is working for him specifically, Max, with those challenge pitches that continually makes him the guy to come in and get big outs late in games?
Well, I think it comes down to a lot of the first pitch strike percentages, especially down the line. Ryan McKay was consistently putting himself in those advantage counts, and that is what sets you up for the rest of the at-bat, because then you have the pitching tunnels to your advantage. He took advantage of that, and it was a good day for McKay.
We heard Coach Karraker comment on the fact that Hyannis Max has been in a lot of these games thus far this season. Tight battles, maybe the scoreboard doesn't always reflect it, folks, but it feels like every night it comes down to the wire. What does that say about a baseball team that's able to win these games so consistently early in the season?
Well, you know what they say, Gio. The good teams are the teams that win close games. Hyannis, throughout this season, whenever there's a neck-and-neck game, they've come out on top consistently because of that clutch gene. We've been talking about it all the time, and what that comes down to is the comfortability of trusting your defense as a pitching staff, throwing pitches in the zone, knowing your guys are going to make plays. That puts a lot less pressure on you to make your pitches, reduces the walks for sure, and that's a big reason why the Hyannis Harborhawks have come out on top so much recently.
And lastly, Max, a couple of hitters slide up to the top of the lineup that have came into the game off of stellar days against Chatham on Tuesday in Ryan McKay and Hayden Federico. McKay, a couple of early outs, but he did figure it out for a couple of appearances along the base pass. Hayden Federico starts the game with an RBI, with a double, and then makes the sliding grab to end the game. With players like that constantly climbing up the lineup, what does that do for the team for the rest of the summer?
Well, it just shows that Mitch Karraker has options, right? Of course, guys throughout the lineup, there's going to be guys coming in, there's going to be guys going out, but there's guys who are here to stay, Federico, McKay, who are consistently putting up great at-bats, and of course, it's an opportunity for them to showcase their skills all throughout the starting nine, and when Mitch Karraker can play them in any spot in the lineup, they know how to use that role to their advantage and help the Harborhawks offense.
And they'll look to keep it going tomorrow night against Brewster when the Harborhawks return home to McKeon Park, still atop the West Division here in the early goings of the 2025 summer. For Giovanni Culotta and Max Schwartzberg and Ava Fernandez, thank you very much. This has been Hawk Talk after Hyannis beats Falmouth 5-2.